Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Able Abe Studios, back again with another Here's to Your Weekend, number 5. And yeah, I'm just hoping that you guys had a wonderful, productive week. You know, you got some wins in, maybe took some losses, but you had more wins than you had losses. So that's productive. That builds momentum. And if maybe you did have some losses that you kind of learned from them, you found a way to kind of do better. As for myself, one of the wins that I had for this week was I'd set a goal for myself, for the rest of the year to write about 2 articles or 2 pieces, 800 words or more each week, so that in a month I could have about 8 pieces. And so I was able to get 8 pieces this month. It was a little bit of work. It pushed me a little bit, but I mean, the more you learn, the more you earn. So I mean, that's kind of my mindset on that, is that, I want to keep expanding my abilities. So, I wouldn't say writing's my best or my strongest, but I feel I'm pretty good about it. Or I feel I'm pretty good at it. And it was, kind of good to kind of see that I was able to accomplish that goal. There's some other goals that I had set for myself at the beginning that I didn't even get close. So, there's some losses there. But, the idea is just kind of work it out so that, maybe the next month I can accomplish it the next month. But I'm seeing a way to kind of make that go a little smoothly, because for me, it's always about process. It's not about necessarily not doing it or just not having the time. It's just kind of one of those things about, building a process, a workflow, if you will. So, outside of that, I did the fair. I went to the fair. I'm not necessarily one to go to the fair. I think the last time I went to the fair was when I was in high school. And that was in Orland. So it's a different type fair here in Chico. This one's not as big as the State Fair, California, but it's a nice fair, I would say. I mean, so I went. I got the invite with some friends, and it was kind of like, yeah, just come on, check it out. We'll do some videoing, or we'll do like a food tasting kind of a thing. We'll video it and post it. And so that was the idea, your intent with that. And so I went and, checked out the exhibits, looked at all the artwork. That was kind of cool and inspiring, because I remember when I was in high school, I did some, artwork that, got some acclaim, so that was fun to see that there and see the, all the, young talent coming up. And I think what was even funner was seeing, as I was in there, there's like other kids that were running through and saying, oh, here's my artwork, showing to their friends and their family. So I do remember, being that type. So it was good to do that. And so, yeah, the fair was what it was. It wasn't anything spectacular. But I think what I really learned is that, the fair is something that people look forward to, throughout the year. It's kind of like a holiday kind of thing. I was actually overheard part of a conversation with a mother and daughter, and they were talking about the great things about the fair and how they look forward towards this every year. So, I'm not going to, crap on the fair when there's people that just kind of look forward to it, and it really brings them together, and it's a bonding kind of thing. So, that was my experience with the fair this year, or the Silver Dollar Fair here in Chico. And I think the last thing I was able to accomplish this week, or I was pushing towards, was, reworking a project that I had in the past that just kind of sat there on the shelf. It was just kind of like sitting. It was like, what am I going to do with it? And then the anxiety behind it was that when I had first initially tried to put this project together, it didn't go very well. And so it was just kind of like, this kind of a weird place with it. And so I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it, didn't want to do it. And so I finally got to the point where, just do it. I've already put a little more work into it. And so now that I'm at the point where I'm actually seeing it coming together, looking pretty good, being pretty interesting, I'm pretty happy about that. So those are my wins and losses for this week. I think I did pretty well. I know I could do a little bit more, or have to do a little bit more. I got to be on my #hustle. So yeah, definitely excited to get into next week. I'll take some time off. Well, for the rest of this day, I got to post another due. And yeah, just kind of enjoy the rest of the weekend. Hope everyone is, again, having another wonderful weekend, having had a productive week. And if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe. I really appreciate that. Kind of shows me that you're liking what I'm doing. Maybe you even like me, so definitely subscribe. And even leave a comment. Maybe you can share with me what you did for this week, and maybe tell me about the wins you had, maybe some of the losses you had, but whatever it may be, maybe leave me a comment. So, like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.